This is a greenhouse I built for my mom with a little bit of help from a few friends. My friend Kenyon welded this angle iron that holds these pieces of salvage glass. I found these big, thick pieces of glass and just grabbed them. They weighed a ton. So he welded these pieces of angle iron, and we welded these little tabs onto the front side that the glass just slides into. We left the very top piece just a flat piece of metal. So we slid the glass down into this slot, and it's two angle irons. Over there's a gate I built. So two window panes. So it's three angle irons, flat at the top, slide the glass down in. And then Kenyon welded these metal tabs on the back that screw into the frame, the wood frame. On this side, the east side, that's a big sliding glass door that I found for free. And these windows here are metal framed windows that I found for free. And I painted the gutter to match this copper hammered look. That's just corrugated metal that I painted copper, and I just did it sort of like flashing, where each piece of metal overlaps the next. So this, when it hits big weather, the rain can just run down the front there. And I basically used corrugated metal and flashing so this south-facing side that takes a beating wouldn't get too obliterated. All those bricks were just in a pile in the back of my mom's yard, and I went about 2 deep into the soil, so it's about another, each brick's about 5 inches, so it's about another 10 inches into the soil there. On the west side of the greenhouse, these are all metal salvaged windows from a neighbor, all of those. And the roof is corrugated metal and clear pieces of fiberglass corrugated. Up there is a little door that we can take off in the summer to let hot air out. I basically built this to capture passive solar heat for my mom's house in the wintertime, and it's really amazing. She's able to open up one of her kitchen windows, which is right inside there, and it just lets tons of heat in the winter and really warms up the whole house, even on a cloudy day. Let's go inside and take a look. There's also a door at the bottom that opens to let breeze in, and a door on the other side to let breeze in. So let's go inside. You can see the inside, the corrugated metal. I just did 2 by 6 rafters. And I got this free piece of wood. It was like maybe 17 feet long, a 2 by 8 that I just fastened to the side of the house. And then they used these metal fasteners, brought the rafters out. There's only 3 posts that hold this whole structure up vertically. There's one, that purple post right there. There's another post there, and one more there. So 3 posts. And you can see where the metal of these pieces of salvage glass with the angle iron screw in. We just did 2 of them on each side. So there's 4. So right under there is a door that opens to let cool air in. That's on the east side, and then on the west side that door opens, and up there that's a screen door that opens too. All the other windows are fixed in place. Nothing is planted in the garden bed yet, but we've got this nice deep garden bed here. There's one little plant right there, but my mom hasn't had time to plant anything in the garden bed yet. And eventually we'd like to do something to the floor in here. It's just a mishmash of tiles right now to walk on. Personally, I'd like to just leave it dirt or grass or something. And there's the kitchen window that all the heat goes into. And there's Buddy the dog. So once again, east side, off over there is a fence I built. And it's just amazing in here. It's nice and warm. Yeah, I did this fence, corrugated metal. I didn't rust the metal. That's something that is a whole other topic of conversation, so I just painted it a copper, hammered copper look. It's a Rust-Oleum product that's actually pretty cool. And then I just used metal wire for the top and bottom of that just to let a little more view in instead of blocking too much. There's a couple other things in this yard I want to show you. One of them is this pine tree. It's huge. My mom and I planted that in 2004 and it's 2017 now, and look at this thing. I don't know if you can tell how big it is. I'll try to do a selfie here. Well, it's hard to see on camera, but I don't know, maybe 30 feet tall, something like that. And the other thing I want to show you here is this tree that is named Desmond. It's a black Arkansas apple tree, and it's really beautiful. It's coming into full bloom right now. Its name is Desmond. My friend Desmond dug the hole for it when he was digging the post holes for the greenhouse. And thank you, Desmond. Here's another apple tree. I don't know what kind of variety that is. That's one my mom planted. And I want to show you the back side of the gate over here because it's kind of cool. So on the back side of the gate I used marbles, just drilled holes and put marbles in. And then from that gate is a set of concrete stairs I built. And we didn't stain the concrete, that's just a red coat of paint on top of the stairs. Back through the gate and we'll show you one other set of marbles I did. As we head through this gate over here, there's a bunch of pile of my stuff. I'm trying to drive west today. So there's a bronze sculpture I made. It's a squid. We open this gate and it's a little bit past the time of day where you can see this, but over on this side of the gate, this is a whole marbled feature here. I have a blanket drying on the fence there. Got a little fig tree planted in the corner there. But these are the marbles that I first did. Just a mishmash. I don't remember the size drill bit I used. It's a specific kind of drill bit I'll show you that I cut all those holes for. It's one of these drill bits. They just cut a nice, clean, smooth hole, and you can see they're almost the exact size of a marble. What I did is I cut the holes, I kept a can of paint handy, and I just kind of got a lot of paint in the hole, and while the paint was not wet where it wouldn't mark the marbles, but it was rubbery still, then I would shove the marbles in and kind of holds them all in place. That's about it. So thanks for watching, and gonna head back in to the house.